lake life. Hello, my name is Morgan Walker, and I am a filmmaker in Orlando, Florida. I work at a production studio based in Orlando downtown. It's called Macbeth Studio. I've been there for about 6 years. That's kind of where I learned how to do videography and editing. And about 3 years ago, I created my own filmmaking business called Moog Films, in which I primarily do weddings and short documentary style films for individuals and for companies. So I ended up in Orlando in 2006. I graduated high school. I grew up in Jacksonville, Florida, and I just kind of wanted to get away from my hometown, and I always kind of was intrigued with Orlando, and I ended up going to UCF. I switched my major a few times, didn't really know what I wanted to do, and I eventually settled with fine art. So I got my BFA from UCF, and after college, I thought I was going to move away from Orlando, but I ended up just moving downtown, and I fell in love with Orlando because I saw it in a whole new light, and then that's where I kind of fell into filmmaking. I started interning at a local photography studio downtown, and I started as an intern doing styling for fashion shoots, and then one day my boss, my now boss, gave me a Canon DSLR and asked me to do some behind-the-scenes video of the photo shoots, and that's where my love for kind of documentary filmmaking came into play, and I started that was the beginning of my discovery of my love and my passion for videography. So after graduating college with a BFA, I kind of quickly realized that career-wise, I didn't really want to pursue trying to be a professional artist, especially in what I majored in, which is printmaking. So filmmaking, I feel like, to me, fell into my lap in a literal and a figurative way. And it was one of those things that felt like I discovered a passion and a skill later in life, after I already graduated with another degree in another art form. It was something I discovered later in life, and I instantly just fell in love with it, and I knew that was the thing that I wanted to pursue. As a female entering the filmmaking industry, it felt kind of like I was an anomaly, because it doesn't feel like there are quite as many female filmmakers as there are female photographers. Like, I would show up on set with a camera to, you know, be the DP, and people were like kind of taken aback, like, oh, you know, like not in like an overtly way, but just kind of surprised. From my experience as a female filmmaker walking onto a production set, it's very empowering in so many different ways. They quickly realize I know what I'm doing and I'm skilled, and so they trust me, and then there's a certain level of like respect, and it feels good to kind of be in that position because you prove yourself, and proving your work and your talent always feels like a good thing. So I feel like it starts from the bottom. Like, why is it that there aren't women in film in general from the very beginning? My one piece of advice to a female just starting out in the film industry would be, you're going to make mistakes, and that's okay. It's actually a good thing, because it means that you're learning and you're evolving. And at the end of the day, your successes and your mistakes are equally important to the filmmaker that you become, because it's all part of your journey.